play the game even if they don't have a console to play it.
Then they open their arms.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here.
This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge. Special treat for our viewers this evening. The sports guy, Bill Simmons, is with us.
It's half of a special treat as Brent Barry is, but I'm going to do my best.
Brent Barry's pretty good,
He's really good at stuff, yeah.
He reads you a lot.
Half a treat is better than the whole treat, right? I mean, come on.
Honored to be here.
It's the Lakers facing the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. So Golden State will get the first possession. Draymond Green, everything he brings to the table, his defense, his charisma, his offensive game, a great passing game. Is there a player you'd compare him to?
Well, I have a soft spot for Draymond because we did the courtside show for HBO, the behind-the-scenes finals thing.
Yes.
And he had some of the most unbelievable stuff that we couldn't keep in the show.
No kidding.
Draymond is one of a kind because he's basically a center, but the only other center who's really succeeded at his size was Wes Unseld a million years ago. He's a stretch five who doesn't really shoot threes that well, but tends to make them when he absolutely has to.
But Steve does not want him taking threes.
No.
Not at all.
But when he actually takes them in a big spot, a lot of times they go in.
No.
Okay, yeah, he's a great no-yes guy.
Yeah.
I think he brings all their alpha. I don't think Durant and Curry are the traditional alphas, and I think he's kind of the bulldog and the let's go guy.
And you need that on a good team, don't you?
And the best thing with him is when he's playing well, they're unstoppable. When he has it, and there's nights, I thought during the 25-game winning streak to start the 16 season, I thought he was incredible. And the intensity that he played with every night was really inspiring.
Triple doubles and
oh my God,
every category.
Taking on crowds and just, I just love that guy.
And now the Lakers starting group. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. JaVale McGee is out there with Ingram. And it's Rondo in at the point. Now here's Ingram. That's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Down low. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Cousins. Curry's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, the confidence that Steph has on the inside, once he beats his primary defender, he can finish over the top of the bigger defenders.
Curry against Rondo. Pass to Ingram. Fader on the way. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Ingram's got his first points of the game.
Now, you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find them.
Green kicks to Cousins. Here's the screen. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be. It's a little lazy about what it could be.
Bill, it's interesting. More than 50 colleges and universities now offer scholarships in esports. I did not know this, and that number is probably only going to go up.
Yeah, and it makes sense too. What's more popular, esports or water polo?
Esports.
No offense to the water polo players, but come on. Let's
kids love
move
it.
with the times.
They cannot get enough of these games.
No, every college should have esports.
Rondo gets the bucket.
Well, if my counting is right, they've made 4 of their first 5. That's good.
Pass to Thompson. Over Caldwell Pope from 8 feet away. He drops it in.
And here's the good thing about Clay. He's not just a long-range bomber. He understands efficiency. Just look at the numbers.
Fires at the elbow. Again, Los Angeles.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, this is also one of those things where you start to think about how you're going to change your defense already. If at all possible, make someone else beat you.
Now here's Green. 5 points in the game. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
That's a shot that Klay Thompson has perfected, a consistent catch-and-shoot guy.
Caldwell Pope passes to LeBron. It's Ingram atop the key. Shot clock at 6. Over Curry. Again, the Lakers.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Outside Durant. He kicks it to Thompson. Over Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by the Lakers. James outside. McGee is screen on Durant. James against Durant, and Durant sends it back.
The long arm of the law. Durant is not a premier shot blocker, but you wouldn't know it from that play.
Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Outside Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. 5 on the clock. And another 3 for Golden State. Bill, a top advisor for the U.S. High School Athletics and Activities Division, recommended that schools adopt esports programs. What's your take on that?
I'm all in. It's probably my son's only chance to go to college, so I really hope it happens. Now, listen, the world changes every decade.
I know.
And you got to change with it. And the reality is esports is one of the biggest things we have now. And if you're under 15, you're way more likely to play video games and be good at that than you are to do anything else. So why wouldn't we be able to benefit from that? The whole esports in general, just the audiences they're getting and as a spectator event, that's been building. So why wouldn't that work for college?
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
At Steph Curry's numbers. Last season, he played outstanding. First in free throw percentage, and with that effortless stroke, he climbed all the way to the top 15 in three-point percentage.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations. McGee is screen on Curry. Off the pick. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Kevin Durant.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
The chemistry of this Warriors team so special, Bill. Klay Thompson's unselfishness and the fact that he just lets the game come to him, a big part of that.
Super unselfish, doesn't care about his shots. A beloved teammate by all counts. He's the guy that all the other guys mention first when they talk about, hey, what warrior, ... and it's Klay. The answer is Klay to everything. Who's the most fun warrior? Who's the craziest warrior? Tell me a funny story about one of your teammates. It's always Klay. He just has so many thankless jobs for them. A lot of times he's guarding the best player in the other team. He's guarded point guards at some point during every run in the playoffs for them. And just a great guy to have on your team. It's hard to imagine the Warriors without him. I think at some point maybe the salary cap will dictate they can't keep all four of these guys, and Klay is always the logical candidate to, you trade him, you turn him into two cheaper, younger pieces. But I
hate to see him leave here.
Well, and leave Curry, because The thing with him and Curry together, it's been such a unique combo to have two of the best three shooters in the league in the same team. Their stats now together are starting to just crush everything. Like, they've made more threes than any other player in the playoff history.
Amazing. Oh my.
They've made, what, 600, 700 threes a year, and they're just doing things together that we've never seen. I hope they stay together.
Me too.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. The Lakers also making some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Josh Hart comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Kerr. David.
That's right, Kevin. Now you see where the game changes from where it used to be. He said tonight they've got to get back, and if that means giving up offensive rebounds, so be it. He thinks good transition defense is the biggest difference in their chance at winning. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Bell is checked in for the Warriors. Jerebko comes in for Draymond Green. The Lakers also changing it up. Beasley comes in for Ingram. Lance Stevenson subbed in for James. It's tipped. Stevenson left side. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
You can't miss those kind of looks. The defense seems to be a little nonplussed so far in this one, but he flat out missed it.
And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Number 1, Steph Curry.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
Gentlemen, hoop shots. Hoop shots.
That's good from Jerebko. And before the ownership changed in 2010, the Warriors franchise really staggered.
Yeah, they staggered to the point that in 2012, I wrote a long column for Grantland about, it was like the 60 reasons you can't blame the Warriors fans for booing their owner on Chris Mullin night. And I went through their whole history since they won the title in '74 of just all the horrible things that happened to them, all the dumb moves they made, all the dumb trades, all the things they never should have done. It was extensive. And after things flipped around, people mail me that article all the time, like, can you believe it? We've won 3 titles in the last 4 years. You just wrote this. It feels like yesterday. And it was. It's one of the most amazing turnarounds of any franchise I can remember.
I'm assuming you're a fan of their front office.
Yeah, very, very smart. But, you know, the pieces were there. When they bought the team, everyone thought they overpaid. And not to toot my own horn because I've been wrong a million times, but I was one of the only people who didn't think they overpaid. I just felt like that market was awesome. I love their fans. It was in the heart of Silicon Valley. It made sense that they should be a juggernaut, you know, and they had never really had good ownership. And as we learn over and over every year at the Knicks, like, owners matter. They just do.
Here's Curry. Michael Beasley picking up that last basket. There's a screen. Down low. Here's Jerebko. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, Steph Curry, one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, but also a very gifted passer, great at finding his teammates.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Thompson.
One shot.
That's good from Jerebko. Lakers trail by 3. Ball kicks to Hart. Back to Ball. Beasley with a screen on Curry. Kuzma sets a screen. Beasley outside. 11 feet away. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really a factor.
Bill, one shot to win a game. You can pick any player. Who's going to take that shot for you?
Kevin Durant. I think he has the most ways to get a good shot off. I always look at it as, is it a quality shot to get off? So he can post the smaller guy up. He can shoot a three. He's got the pull-up hezzy jumper, as he calls it. He can go to the lane and pump fake and do a little drop step. And I just think he has the most moves. Some people would say LeBron, but am I getting regular season LeBron or playoff LeBron?
Playoff LeBron.
Playoff LeBron would be my number one choice.
He'd be pretty good.
Yeah, he'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Regular season LeBron, I'm not as enthused about.
Now Bell, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Jerebko the screen. Here's Iguodala, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Talking about last-second shot instincts, Bill, you mentioned LeBron, KD. What about Curry? Where does Curry rank in that conversation?
Curry's good.
Top five?
You can guard Curry in those one-on-one situations with the right people. I'm not saying you're going to stop him, but, you know, you put a taller guy on him. And Curry, to me, Curry is the greatest not in the offense score I've ever seen in my life, where he can get 32 and hit 10 threes and wasn't really involved in the game. Just, you forget about it from one play, and all of a sudden he's in the corner and they're setting him up, or he's running off the screen. It's a lot, almost like what Reggie Miller and Ray Allen were able to do, where, yeah, you run them off screens and you tire the guys out and you kind of hope the defense forgets they're out there. But he's not a conventional get-out-of-my-way guys. I'm going to get to the rim.
Absolutely.
Score like someone like Donovan Mitchell is.
Now, here's Ball. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Now the pass to Kuzma. Beasley inside, defended by Bell. They get it back, and that one is good by Beasley.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Curry kicks to Jerebko. There's a good screen. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Iguodala against Kuzma. Iguodala left side. And the wing jumper offline. Lakers trail by 4. And here's Stevenson. The call will go against Jerebko. That is his first foul of the game. .43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Ball, the pass to Kuzma. Poked loose. It's stolen by Livingston.
It's kind of a comedy of errors for them in this first half thus far. Just been all over the place.
Stevenson kicks to Hart. He gets it in there. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
Curry against Ball. A 3-ball. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors.
A thing of beauty, Steph Curry shot from distance, pure.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors lead by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up one step to get into the ball as opposed to sitting off the ball.
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, they found a little bit of space out there on the perimeter, and they have a shared confidence right now. That tends to breed some success for this team.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Kyle Kuzma. Hart is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Lance Stevenson, and it's Beasley in at the center. Bill, with last year's do-or-die season finale between Minnesota and Denver, final game of the regular season, momentum is gathering for a play-in tournament, maybe for the last 2 playoff spots. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I wrote about this in 07. I called it the entertaining as hell tournament, where basically the first 7 seeds were guaranteed, and the 16 teams that didn't make it out of the 2 conferences, they just went head-to-head, single elimination. And then you have the final 2 games in New York City, and you blow it out, and you have a fun thing with it. I think that Minnesota-Denver game was important, and maybe the solution is you have the 6 seeds guaranteed in each conference, and then you have 7, 8, 9, 10 in each conference, and you just have playing games. You have 7 versus 10. You have 8 versus 9. You do it over the course of a couple days. You use the TV revenue from that, because you could get good money from that, to maybe shorten the season.
Great
which
idea.
Would be, for me, the #1 thing I would change about the league. I think we should have a 70-game season. You could talk me into 76, but there's too many games. There's too many nights where the players... I just think basketball is really hard to play.
That's good from McGee. We were talking about the length of the NBA season and various opinions on shortening it. I suppose, Bill, one argument is that you want regular season games to be more significant, and you want that regular season to mean something every night.
Mean a little bit more. Yeah. Make the pace, I don't know. When you get after the All-Star break, you can really feel these guys slogging through it. You know, and especially with the good teams, like a team like Golden State. All they did all year was whine and complain. Oh, well, we know this is going to be a hard season. It can't be that hard. You have 4 of the best 20 players. Like, settle down. I think you'll be fine. You're winning every game by 30 points. Yeah. But I wish they would tighten the season.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
And the first one drops.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Golden State. LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. Both free throws good from McGee. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by. Bill, you've done quite a few player interviews over your life, and I'm sure there are some guys that have surprised you with what they've got to say.
Yeah. I think we're in a really cool generation with basketball players where they're these really thoughtful guys who aren't afraid to share stuff. You know, some of the guys try to protect their images and their kind of their manufactured reputations, I would say, to some degree, but for the most part, the candidness of some of these guys, you can't hide on a podcast. If I have you for an hour, you're not going to be able to dodge stuff. You're going to have to talk.
You challenge people, that's the beauty of the podcast.
Well, and I don't have notes, so I do it. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, and we're going. And you got to be ready.
That's how Larry King used to do it. Yeah.
So some guys are ready. Like Durant was great. Durant was ready to talk, and we did 5 podcasts, and everything's on the table with him. But my favorites are, somebody like Kyrie came in, really smart, kind of sort of ready to go, but not totally, but then got into it. And those are usually the best ones.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. I want to get back to what we were chatting about, Bill, with how today's NBA players are so media ready, whether it be interviews or social media. Your take is really interesting.
I think in general, all these guys, the guys now are so used to talking to people and being in front of people. You know, they're not surprised by questions, and they know how to handle themselves. They know how to not get in trouble, and they're comfortable.
Plus,
Maybe
they've kind of grown up with you, though, too. You know what? You've been relevant for many years.
Well,
they've grown up with your stuff.
To be honest, a lot of them just know me as the white guy on NBA Countdown. For that's they might not have read me, but they remember like that year I was with Jalen Rose. You know, but what's weird is
I think you'd be surprised. I think.
Well, you know this too. When you're on TV, the credibility you get from being on TV, I wasn't prepared for within the NBA.
Oh, really?
I think that's true. Yeah, I think it's like, oh, he's on TV, he's okay. And maybe they don't agree with you all the time, but you've passed some imaginary checkpoint with those guys.
Well, you may think that TV was your validation. This is going to be your validation.
Oh, 100%.
2K. This is it. I'm stamping you right now.
This is better than winning a Pulitzer Prize.
Good on the second free throw.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Livingston kicks to Durant. Pass to Thompson. Rondo with the steal. Poke loose. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
A moment here to check out Kevin Durant. Great showing for him last season. 5th in blocks, 6th in scoring, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And he was a shot blocking machine last season for sure. As you said, top 5 in the league. He gave ground to absolutely no one. Now here's Ingram. He's got 7. Caldwell Pope left side.
DeMarcus is a huge guy, excellent at using his reach and size to throw off shooters.
Here's Green. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Green's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
Well, fantastic awareness, finishing with ease at the rim, and the defense was just not a factor.
McGee a screen. Here's LeBron, and Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
The mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive, and right now stringing some plays together.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Klay Thompson. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. It's the Warriors with the ball. The Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter, over 60% shooting. Caldwell Pope against Thompson. Los Angeles with another miss. Golden State's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Ingram. He has 7. Baseline J on the way. Los Angeles with another miss.
And the effort and anticipation on defense won't show up in the individual stat sheet, but effective.
Yeah, he takes a nice angle on it. He doesn't get the block, but he does get the alter.
As fearless and physical as he is, Boogie gets to the line more than just about anyone.
First trip to the line for him here.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
I remember when Cousins came into the NBA, I had a chance to watch him at his very first summer league game, and I thought he'd be a problem then. Well, he's still a problem now. I mean, he can do so many things out there.
Both free throws good from Cousins. Lakers trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Now here's Livingston. He's guarded closely. 6 to shoot. Over Rondo. Here's Green. Ingram with the steal. Rondo pass. Look at that jam.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now here's Thompson. 11 points in the game. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Warriors leading. Golden State moving the ball around. And Durant gets it to go.
Just can't allow good looks like that from beyond the arc. That's just inviting all kinds of trouble.
Outside Rondo. McGee is screen. McGee is screen on Cousins. Here's Ingram. Here's McGee. Second shot opportunity. And it's Ingram missing.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Livingston. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
McGee is screen. LeBron dishes to Ingram. Puts it up from 17. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
His touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
And Thompson kicks to Livingston. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in.
Second team foul.
Rondo with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Well, sometimes Rondo's a step ahead of everybody, even the coaching staff, especially on defense when he swipes the ball away like that.
Knocked loose. Out of bounds. The Lakers will take possession. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Warriors.
And we see the bigs really creating shots for everybody offensively. That's been a key factor here for them. Playing inside out, collapsing the defense, and creating open look.
Deflects the pass. Warriors have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. LeBron against Durant. Here's Green, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
They set the pick. Durant against LeBron. Outside Durant, Curry passes to Cousins. At the elbow, Green. Outside for Durant. Clock at 4. Green with a screen for Durant. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Ingram passes to LeBron. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Green. To the inside. Here's Durant. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, that could have easily been an and-one. Durant showing terrific body control after contact.
Now here's LeBron. 8 points for him. And that one, good. 6 points for Rajon Rondo.
This is where you want the shots to come from, deep inside the paint and high percentage opportunities.
Thompson against Caldwell Pope. Pulls up. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Look, if they want any shot at winning this game, he has to be better out there.
Pass to Rondo. Back to Caldwell Pope. And a miss there on the triple. Warriors leading by 4. Durant in the corner. Here's Curry with the 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Yeah, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Timeout called the Lakers. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button and figure out how to slow his roll.
Changes. Jerebko comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Iguodala in for Durant. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Ingram. And Stevenson comes in for JaVale McGee. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Hart. Now James. 8 points for him. And that one, good.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Always full of terrific insights. Bill Simmons, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. My insights, thank you as well.
And Brent, always cool, isn't it, to hear what Bill's thinking? He comes at things from a variety of angles.
Yeah, the pop culture stuff and the bits from personal life and his interaction around the game. He certainly has a passion for basketball, and it's great that Bill's adding some color to the audience's experience. Well, after a tough first quarter, it didn't get to him in any way. He's really stepped up here in the second quarter.
Cousins dishes to Iguodala. And here's the break. And the rejection by Cousins.
So important for Cousins to continue to develop that defensive awareness. I like to see him showing off some of that shot blocking ability. Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
1 second left, and no good trying to get that one. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors ahead. They lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Draymond Green. Draymond, big front court on the other team. Was the game plan to make them adjust to you?
Absolutely. We know their size. That's what they were going to bank on. Pull them away from the rim a little bit. We were able to knock some shots down.
You look comfortable, and they did not. Thanks a lot, Draymond. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He ended up with 15 points and 4 assists. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the first half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, they faced an all-out aerial assault, bombs everywhere. But they're still in position to win this game. But they were bombed from deep all half long, Ernie. They need to revamp the perimeter approach on defense. They don't need to take everything away, but they got to make it harder.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Lakers trail by 5. The Warriors' Steve Kerr, the fastest coach in major American sports history to 250 wins. Brent, he gave all the credit to his players. But you talk about what makes him special.
Well, I think Steve just really timed it right in terms of when it was he was going to approach the next phase of his life, waiting for his children to be in a good place, waiting for him mentally to be in a spot where he was going to take over a talented team and put his imprint on it. His experience in Phoenix in the front office, teaching him about what it takes to move players around and make trades. Just a proper approach and the proper timing for Steve to take over a basketball club, and then to bring all of what he learned from Greg Popovich and Phil Jackson to the table, along with a lot of his own. And I think Steve thought long and hard and prepared himself on a lot of levels about what the job was going to be for him. We've seen that play out rather nicely in the last few years.
Durant and Green are the forwards. Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. And it's Cousins in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. Shot clock at 5. From the wing.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Thompson inside the line. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to James. Over Durant. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. Warriors leading by 5. Thompson passes to Green. 2 minutes into the second half of play now, and stolen by James. Here's Ingram, and he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken 2nd overall back in 16, was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
And that one falls for Ingram. And it was Magic Johnson, Greg, who said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skills to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence.
Here's Rondo after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Caldwell Pope kicks to James. Lays it up off the glass. James has got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, not many are finishing better than LeBron James around the rim. Too strong and too good.
Curry way outside, and the three ball is good. And the Warriors lead by 5.
And he's been hitting from out there. Defensively, you're going to have to change some things up.
Now, the classic catch-22 guy right here. If you key in on him, you're going to open up other opportunities for his teammates to have good looks.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope over Thompson, and it's off the back rim, no good. Warriors leading by 5 to the paint. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Kicks it out to James. Caldwell Pope outside. Lakers working the ball around now. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
You see LeBron just shrug off that contact there. It's like nothing even hit him.
And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
When you talk to opposing coaches and how they scheme for LeBron James, the amazing thing is they talk about how he sees every facet of the game, not just what he needs to run, but how it is that he can make it difficult for opposing offense.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Outside Rondo, just 5 on the clock. Ingram wide open. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 4 assists in the game. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Greg, you look at the lineup for the reigning champs. When healthy, this team starts 5 all-star players at every position.
And even with Boogie coming back from a devastating injury, this team is scary. People immediately called it the best team ever assembled. Right at the front office, but the Warriors players still have to prove they are the best ever on the floor this season.
Checked in for JaVale McGee. And we see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for LeBron.
This has been the kind of showing from him that everyone wanted to see. He's not going out of his way to force much, but when the shot is there for him, he hasn't hesitated 1 second to pull the trigger. Just a great night from the floor for him.
Golden State's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Outside Curry. Dishes it to Durant. Puts up a 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night.
Great quickness and body control by KD there. Put him in perfect position coming off that screen.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 19. And Durant sends it back. On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Thompson passes to Curry. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and it's Ingram with the rebound.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Yeah, we've seen him make this shot work, but they can do better.
Kuzma, that's good.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Thompson with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They set the screen. Ingram a screen on Thompson. Caldwell Pope outside from deep, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Yeah, and Caldwell Pope pretty effective in that pick and roll.
And Thompson kicks to Bell. Green the screen. Bell dishes to Curry, and it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Jerebko's checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And then for Los Angeles. And Stevenson's checked in for Ingram. Josh Hart comes in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Iguodala. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And he gets it to go. Bell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, sometimes it's like Bell enjoys finishing through the contact, proving he's up to the NBA challenge.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Kuzma. Warriors have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Curry against Ball. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ball for the lead, and that's 2 points on the layup. Ball's got his first 2 points of the night. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Thompson inside the line, and the Warriors tack on 2 more. Well, we've got great dunkers now, but you played at a time when there were sensational dunkers in the NBA.
Yeah, I saw a lot of guys go over the top of me.
Including yourself.
Too kind. Here's the money. Kevin, I think about those old, and we remember these, the old VHS tapes where you used to get like the dunk highlight tapes. Those are still so fresh in my mind.
Dr. J.
Dominique Wilkins over the top, MJ over everybody.
Young Vince Carter.
Kenny Skywalker. I mean, just the list goes on and on. But the best in-game dunker, I think it's pretty unanimous that Vince Carter still holds the title.
And after the Lakers landed LeBron, the talk was about if they would add Kawhi Leonard as well. Ultimately, it didn't happen. And Lakers want to keep their young guns in the end. And LeBron has said he felt that the team was ready without Kawhi and came to the Lakers because of that youthful core they had in place.
Players who had the most success from deep last season. Fourth, Klay Thompson.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
The pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
What vision by LeBron, always willing to give up the ball. They're just hitting a wide open teammate.
Iguodala with a screen on Kuzma. It's Curry outside. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
That screen made it impossible for the defense to put up any kind of fight.
Curry against Ball. There's the screen. Kuzma with a screen on Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Kuzma sets a screen. Ball. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Ball's knocked loose. Jerebko with it. He's against Kuzma. Thompson with the bucket.
And this guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
Passes it to Hart. Floats it up for James. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, LeBron on the alley-oop. Great getting loose on the backside, and what a pass.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Iguodala. There's the screen. Bell with the screen on Stevenson. Iguodala's drive. Kuzma with it. He's got 17. Stevenson can't hit.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorer.
Buries the long-range jumper. And that's now 24 points for Steph Curry.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Thompson outside. Kicks to Curry. On the wing, Thompson. 23 points in the game. Fades back. The rebound by the Lakers.
And the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
Well, LeBron making one of the biggest splashes over the summer, signing with the Lakers. And Greg, it happened pretty fast.
And the Lakers front office have been recruiting LeBron hard. LeBron talked with Kobe about his time with the organization and what to expect before making his decision. Kobe's words seem to be a big factor for LeBron. Once again, the Mamba doing everything he can to help the Lakers.
First free throw is good.
And really no better leader in the NBA than LeBron. The closest thing to a player coach we've had in a long time.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Bell. And both free throws good for LeBron. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Kuzma sets a screen to the paint. Here's Ball. That shot is off. And Golden State will come the other way.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Curry, good.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
No question, it looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
Here's Hart. And again, no good by the Lakers. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Jerebko. He kicks to Curry. Jacks up a three, and oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Lonzo Ball out there with Hart. And it's Stevenson in at the small forward position.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play. Well, important to get great balance if you get bumped on your way to the basket. Still something that every player tries to get comfortable with.
Now, here's Jerebko. Thompson for the triple. Rebound the Lakers. McGee's got his third rebound tonight. Here's Stevenson. Goes up again. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Bucket earned, out-muscling and out-hustling everybody for the rebound.
Durant's checked in for Jerebko.
One shot.
That free throw good from Lance Stevenson.
In the last season's championship round, the fourth straight time that the Warriors faced off with the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's the first time in North American sporting history that has ever happened in the major four sports. And once again, the Golden State Warriors brought the trophy back to the Bay Area.
Now Kuzma after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Kuzma kicks the ball. Kuzma sets a screen. 5 on the clock. Here's Stevenson. He sinks the 11-footer. Stevenson's got 5 points in the quarter. Brett, next to the 1975 banner, the Warriors unfurling yet another championship banner. And when you look at the journey for this franchise, Brett, what comes to mind?
Well, I think about how many things for them just lined up perfectly, Kevin. The general manager being from the Bay Area, being in tune with what goes on in the city, and then the timing of the decision for Steve Kerr to be choosing between joining the New York Knicks and him choosing not the East Coast, but the West Coast to build this empire. It's been pretty remarkable ever since those decisions were made, what the Warriors have built around the NBA game with those two guys in place.
And the first one drops. Brent, has there ever been a player who scores more easily with less effort than Kevin Durant?
Well, I know this, Kevin, that Kevin puts in a ton of work to make it look as easily as it does. There's just nobody that can match up with KD. And when he's playing like this, he gets out into the mid-range and starts to hit a few shots. Watching him be on fire for a night is a treat. Now, the success of the Warriors is truly built around their culture and their chemistry, and it really starts with Steph Curry. Even though a lot of people argue about Kevin Durant being their best player, their most important player has been Steph. Just a great, joyful approach to the game, and it rubs off on the entire organization.
It's good from long range.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Now here's Durant. Takes the three. Cousins, no good. And that blend of joyfulness and competitive spirit, something that Steph Curry and his coach, Steve Kerr, you know, Brent, they share that in common.
Yeah, think about just how humble they are, how gracious they are, how much they're willing to take the time on a daily basis to do things for others, not just themselves. So you have the Warriors with some key values in place that they don't stray from all that often.
Now Kerr, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins from deep.
Just a big defensive mistake there. I mean, it's like 3 points. You want to harass Steph, but when he goes to the free throw line, we know it's pretty much automatic. Always one of the league's best free throw shooters.
And you think about how the Warriors attracted Kevin Durant to the team and all these all-stars coexisting. It doesn't always work like that, does it?
No, and I give a lot of credit to Steph Curry, a two-time league MVP. but he never lets his ego get the best of him. His good-natured calm and sense of serenity kind of set the tone and maybe balance a bit of what Draymond brings to the locker room.
First free throw is good.
Well, Steph Curry's quick release makes his three-point shot almost impossible, and then you add the fact that Steph can do it off the dribble. So anytime he gets somebody shifting their back foot and they're trying to recover, by the time they're halfway there, the ball's already off and on its way. So one of the quickest, one of the more devastating shots in all of basketball.
And Curry said in his training he speeds up his release to the point where it's uncomfortable. So in the game, for him, everything slows down.
Yeah, if you look at the numbers, Kevin, his closely guarded three-pointers are just as accurate as when he's got a wide-open three-pointer. No defender within 4 to 6 feet. He's knocking down the same kind of percentage. So the fact that Steph has the ability and knows to practice those sort of things speaks to just how much he's invested in the shooting craft.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He told the guys, I know you can do it. Make every possession count and watch how things go our way. Kevin?
Now, here's Stevenson. Back to Caldwell Pope. From outside, off the mark.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Cousins with a screen for Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Stevenson outside. That shot misses. Durant with some nice D. From deep three-point range, and Curry the bucket on the assist by Durant. Durant's got 5 assists tonight. Rondo passes to Ingram. They set the pick. Stevenson inside the three-point line. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Stevenson's got 7 points here in this quarter. Warriors leading by 9. Curry kicks to Thompson. From downtown, good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Caldwell Pope outside. To the middle, looking for McGee, he gets it there. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Thompson outside. Green, the screen. Pass to Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you could turn it up.
Now, here's Stevenson. Back to Caldwell Pope. McGee is screen on Thompson. Here's Caldwell Pope. McGee dishes to Ingram. Stevenson with a clean look. Misses, and he wants that one back.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Curry passes to Cousins. Curry with a wide open look. Again, Golden State.
This is great to see him take over in stretches like this, coming alive at just the right time.
Stevenson against Durant. Stevenson kicks to McGee. Good on the shot. McGee's got 4 points this quarter.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
Durant, the pass to Cousins. Durant against Stevenson. And it's Durant missing. Lakers trail by 12. Here's Ingram. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers in his sleep. The defense can't allow him to get going from there.
Thompson inside the line. And another basket for Golden State.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Rondo kicks to Stevenson. McGee trying to break free. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Stevenson. The Warriors have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. The pass to Durant. Over Stevenson, and it's Golden State with another.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Rondo passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Ingram. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Green.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
James checked in for the Lakers.
That's his 3rd person, the team's 3rd. Coming on the floor for Lakers, LeBron James.
Lets it go from 14. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Curry's got 42 in the game. Durant against James. LeBron is doubled. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Lakers now. Rondo kicks to James. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Kevin Durant. Brent, we have bigs playing a different kind of game in the NBA now.
Yeah, it feels like skill is taking over, and even last year in the playoffs, so much talk for us about the idea of not being able to play a big center, right? Not being able to play a post-up center or a rim-protecting center. These players have to be mobile. They have to be able to set screens and roll down the lane, and they have to be able to switch out, most importantly, defensively, to guard the most talented scorers in the league. So the center position is now becoming a more skilled position where teams take their best 4-man and slide them down to the 5, a la Draymond Green or sometimes Giannis with Milwaukee, to make sure that they can make the most impact while they're on the floor.
Good examples. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawing some fouls.
Golden State moving it around, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The 2nd person for the team.
Here's Cousins. And that one is good. And the Warriors lead by 16.
I think this is where Cousins operates best. Comfortable using his size and comfortable in the painted area.
Caldwell-Pope kicks to LeBron. McGee a screen. Over Green. And again, no good by the Lakers.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
On the wing, Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 12 points for Draymond Green.
Tough to contest that one. Draymond went right up into a one-piece shooting motion.
There's a good screen. Stolen by Thompson. Lets it fly from 18. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 44.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Guarded.
Klay Thompson came into this NBA with a well-earned reputation as a shooter, Brent, but did you ever think he'd become such a potent defender?
I think it's something that he's worked very hard on, and his ability to cross-match. In the early part of his career, you know, Klay Thompson had to take the better scoring of the guards on those nights. It's shifted back, and Klay Thompson is a more well-rounded understanding not only of what he can do defensively, but more of what the opponents that he faces on a nightly basis are trying to do against him.
For our Jordan player of the game, Steph Curry.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Do you think it seems like young players are more receptive to stints in the G League than they were in the past?
I feel that way.
Seems
Kevin,
that way, yeah.
Like the stigma of what was used to be the D League, and maybe it was because those were the grades that I had, that you felt a little weird about it. But now that it's the G League, and now that, like we talked about, almost half the players last year had some kind of touch with the G League, I think that stigma has mostly gone away.
Are you saying you were a G student?
Well, when I gave my mom my report card, she said, "Gee, you got 4 A's."
Lakers trail by 21. Caldwell Pope passes to James. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, Greg, you knew that the Laker front office and Magic were going to do everything they could to bring in big-name free agents, and they succeeded. They got the biggest name of them all in LeBron.
LeBron coming to L.A. completely shifts the mindset of this organization. Team was very busy the rest of the free agent period as well. Still made very aggressive plays, as this is a team that is looking to win now.
The first one falls. And he can't hit the second. Did you ever think, Brent, that we'd see this many players, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, handling the ball and shooting like we're seeing them shoot from that kind of distance?
I'm hopeful for it. I've been hopeful for it, and it doesn't surprise me about what the league is. This is a very select group of people that have the right combination of DNA and genetics, and the fact that these guys are more and more capable with their skill set, not a surprise to me, Kevin.
So fun to watch, too. My goodness. And the Warriors with some changes. Jordan Bell's checked in for Green. Jerebko comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Beasley's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. And Stevenson's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo.
And guys, Cousins blindsided fans and players alike by going to Golden State this past offseason. Cousins knew he'd have to take a prove-it-type deal when he entered free agency after that Achilles tear. The deal with the Warriors was put together and finalized fast, and kudos to the Warriors front office for striking when the iron was hot.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
Safe to say that Curry's going to go down as one of the all-time great free throw shooters.
Stephen Curry hits them both. As the league's star power grows, we see more players taking on roles in entertainment, which is kind of interesting. Do you think that's a distraction at all?
Did you know that I was in a movie myself, Kevin?
Why do you think I'm bringing this up? You have firsthand knowledge of this stuff. Your fingerprints are all over this question.
Yeah, not a distraction. I mean, come on, it's an opportunity for guys to go.
It was fun, right? You loved your experience, didn't you?
I did love my experience. I did a couple of commercials when I was in Los Angeles. It's a lot of fun.
And you were good.
You're amazing, Kevin. Thank you.
They won, and they won awards.
Thank you. The things did win awards.
I know.
You're very kind. It's not a distraction, though. These guys are kids. They want to do things. They want to do things musically. They want to be on stage. They want to be in movies. They want to do TV shows.
Too, right? Helps the league and notoriety and everything else.
Why not?
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Damian Jones comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and Quinn Cook subbed in for Steph Curry.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Steph Curry.
They looked aggressive on the offensive end, and that compounded into lots of great opportunities that he capitalized on.
Here is Livingston following the bucket by the Lakers. Yep, that one goes in there.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up roses.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, everyone knows you do a lot of different things for this team, but what would you say your primary focus is?
Trying to just take responsibility of my defensive duties. She's the point guard, force them into different situations, difficult shots. Being our first, line of defense, as they're bringing the ball up, put pressure on them, and try to take them out their offense. That's a lot of great point guards in this league, so I got to be able to do that all year and try to get a good start to that this season.
That's what franchise players do, play at both ends. Thank you, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.